listing of some of the issues that will form the basis of the campaigns towards this election. Justice, issues of compensation, issues of reparations for people who may have lost their lives or being injured in the kind of protests we've witnessed in the last 1 year or so. Because the issue has been that these people are just saying one term, but not the issues. But listening to them, they seem to be pointing at a few things.
Yeah, Fred, thank you so much for that very useful question. You know, Kenyans at times delude themselves in the feeling that we must give counter manifesto to the existing arrangement of Kenya Kwanza. Ours first is, of course, to hold them to account. This is what you promised the people of Kenya, and we are falling short because of 1, 2, 3. And as we age towards the next general election, we are going to have clear policy in every sector, whether it's health, whether it is agriculture, and all other subsectors that exist within the framework of national development. What is important is we're not just saying one term. We're just saying we could have done better without President Ruto. Why? Because of rampant corruption that every day you see, every day you read, including today, from the Auditor General and Controller of Budget. These are things that happen every day. And also display of arrogance and almost taking it upon themselves that this country belongs exclusively to a certain elite group, not necessarily the rest of us. We are not saying that we want to partake in discussions with them. What we are saying is that do the right thing. When the elections come, we are all going to appeal to Kenyans, and Kenyans will make a decision on the basis of what is counter-proposal, or the scorecard for the current regime, and therefore what is better for this country. When it comes to issues of reparation, whether it's reparation, compensation, or whatever term one wants to call it, it is something that should not even have taken place in the first place. That's why the situation seems to be degenerating to a level that it may not be clear what is really next when it comes to the issue of compensation for those who lost their lives. And remember, Fred, you cannot take away my child and you assume that any amount of money is going to compensate me. The contact between the child and the parent is such an important event that no amount of money shall compensate the life of a child or the life of a loved one, because there are many people who are killed, not necessarily because they were demonstrating. Remember the girl Wanjiru, I think in Kiambu, somewhere in Dumberi. She was in her parents' room. I think she was having lunch. Then a bullet just went all the way and killed her. And many others who actually got on crossfire. Remember Kariuki, the guy who was selling masks, that somebody at point blank shot him, he went down, taken to hospital, in ICU, then eventually he dies. And people want to play that as if compensating somebody. And whose money is it? Who is culpable? Who is to blame? Is it the policeman who shot these people? Or is it the government itself that gave instructions? So we should actually be weighing is it a crime of omission by the government to keep the security proper, or a crime of commission that they decided to kill people just to threaten them with the hope that the next election they are going to have a sort of walkover and have nobody raising a finger. This is something that is fundamental, and we must say no as a people of this country.
All right. Do you believe that, because they made mention of it there, listening to Kalonzo Musyoka, that they're seeing now, they're talking about Malawi, Liberia, Ghana, Botswana, that that wave, if they may call it that, is giving them some impetus of some sort?
No, there are many examples. There are many examples that really do take place. But here, I feel it is not even the question of one term. It's the weight of promises that President Ruto gave to Kenyans. You know, just one needs to just play those clips against what he has done for the last 3 years and what he's not likely to do for the next 2 years. This is something that I fundamentally believe will happen. And if anybody doubts that a sitting president can lose elections, They should pick examples. Apart from that, there is also the question of Zambia, the question of Angola, and the other, even internationally. Trump, Bush, the father of George Bush, the second Bush to become president, and many other places in the world.
Right.
So one term is not unique to Kenya. It is a phenomenon that can take place as long as somebody misadvises himself, thinking that he's the most educated president that Kenya ever had. Learned in what field? Is it in leadership? Or it's just another field that has nothing to do with leadership? And you see, you can demonstrate your intellect, your capacity, your experience by churning out good results. But just saying you went to school, many people have gone to school. So what?
All right. Senator, the competition now will